is, I don't know if we can talk about it, but
You can talk about anything. This is a free space. It's a safe space.
Even when we called out Darren Dixon, Joe Schneider.
What's up, guys? It's Nqobile Tembane from Top Traders South Africa, and we bring you guys another installment of Industry Chats podcast. And I'm not sitting alone, I'm sitting with my amazing co-host.
Yeah, MJ Givens Kgasi, your future next president.
Oi.
For president, I
Let's
love
go.
that. Each and every single. So, guys, today actually, by order of president, today it's no longer Industry Chats. It's Industry Chad for the day because of our guests that we got today.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Chad, 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, we've got Keegs and Chris right now. I can call you Keegs, right?
Yeah, of course, brother.
I feel like, we're on that level. Yeah, we've got Keegan and we've got Chris here in the building with us. Yeah.
I like the look, Chris.
Yeah, got the shades on.
Yeah, I'm trying to manipulate my brain to think it's cooler. I don't think the guys realize sitting under the lights here. We put in a shift today.
Yeah,
From what was it, 9 o'clock this morning?
Yeah.
Did my one, then did Keegan's one, then had lunch. So we honestly put in a body of work yesterday. I think all of us can have a beer after this and say, listen, that's well deserved.
100%. I love that. Yeah, no, guys, today we're blessed enough with the presence of Keegan and Chris. We shot a Market Master. Mind you, I don't know which one is coming out first. This one, that one. We'll let you guys know. Obviously, by now, we'll know. But at this point today, I don't know which one's coming out first. But yeah, we obviously shot the episodes today. Market Masters, really brilliant. I hope you guys will enjoy or have enjoyed. But yeah, I think today, guys, we're here to talk about you guys, 2G's trading, right? Yeah, we got 2G's in the building.
Yeah, I think obviously you said the Market Masters one. I wouldn't say more formal, but a little bit more intense. And this one we're just gonna chat. Let the
little bros chat.
let the hair hang a little bit and chat about what's going on in the industry. And like you guys said, no, we don't have to hold back on this one.
You can see
absolutely nothing.
That's why he brought the shades. Cover from the haters.
We don't want to throw shade. But yeah, I think it's a very good topic to chat a little bit about what's going on in the industry. We actually off camera chatted about a few things. I don't know where you guys want to start. Maybe if there's something that you guys want to dig into first before we start expounding on
No, but before we get to other things, all the other gossipy type of chats. Alright guys, it's competition time, and each episode will have 3 winners who will receive stylish branded Octomerch packs, which include hoodie, backpack, cap, lantern, power bank, and bottle. And here's how the competition will go. Participants will need to leave correct answers in the comment section within a week from the release of this video. Winners will be selected by a randomizer among those who have fulfilled all the conditions. 1. Answered all questions correctly, left their nickname on Instagram for communication, registered in the Octa Trading app, and you're a resident of South Africa. We'll announce the videos a week after each video. If a winner is not registered in the app or lives outside of South Africa, the prize will go to another person who fulfills and meets all the conditions.
Is the US dollar generally strengthened or weakened by a substantial Federal Reserve interest rate hike? What are the key Fibonacci retracement levels to consider after a significant price movement? What is the peak value for $100,000 units in the Euro USD currency pair at an exchange rate of 1.1205?
Users can participate in all the quizzes if they did not win in the previous week. I actually want to just talk about you guys right now, 2G's trading and whatnot. I know you guys dropped there was a podcast you dropped, I think, about 3 weeks back. Goodbye, Chris Market. Yeah, so I really want to talk about the rebranding that you guys are really getting into.
Yeah, I think it was from the start when we started the channel. Myself and Keegan, I said, look, I don't want to put the spotlight on me. This channel is bigger than just me, and the channel was for the entire team in Port Elizabeth. And I felt like I was I wouldn't really say established, but I've been in the game for quite a number of years, so I do consider myself OG in the sense of purely from an age perspective. Like, I've been in the game longer than most.
He really is the old G.
Yeah, I'm the old G. He's the strong G. And I thought, like, after a while, like, Keegan also established himself. And remember, me and Keegan met for the first time last year. I think it was literally a month before the first stream.
Yeah.
And
how did you guys meet? Like,
so I don't know if you want to tell the story. I think
Man, this is actually, it's a really good story. So, funny enough, so I think literally, like, if you have to go from the start, my girlfriend was in a job she was very unhappy in, and she went to some like scouting agency,
recruiting firm,
yeah, and she got this basically job opportunity at some other company. It was F3 something. And
no, it's actually it's I'm part of that company as well. the recruiting camp. I was emailing from that email address, and she thought it was for that company, but it was actually
So she goes. She's like, oh no, okay, well, like, she'll go for the interview, see like what it's about, and obviously she gets there, she meets Chris. And she's like, yeah, like, she's did her research on this company so that they could talk a bit about it. And he's like, no, it's not for that company. She's like, what do you mean? But that's like what it said. And he's like, no, it's for Vault Markets. And she's like, oh, okay, Vault Markets. Yeah, my boyfriend's used them. So he's like, so you know what they are? So he's like, yeah, my boyfriend's a trader. And I was just like, oh, okay. So next minute they chat, they get along. Obviously she gets the job. And she starts. Now, also, like, before you even get there, about 3 days that she's been in the job, just to show you how funny this is, she basically stayed somewhere, because now at this time, like, I have my car and all this, and I'm never allowed to race if she's in the car. So she was somewhere and she wasn't there, and I was going to go visit family. And at the time, my mate also just bought this brand new BM. So I'm going to go see my family, and this car's riding like right up on me behind the whole time. Now I can't see, so I'm just like, it's my mate.
Yeah.
And I just start putting a foot.
Yeah.
So of course, me and this car start racing all the way up this hill, around the corners. We like giving it horns. Eventually get all the way to the estate, and the car pulls in with me. So it pulls in next to me like a little hoot shot for the fun, carry on.
Yeah.
Not only to then, like, a week later, my girlfriend's like, by the way, like, my boss wants you to come in. He wants to meet you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, whatever. I'll come meet him. To come meet him and bump into me, Chris, and chat to him. And then also to find out he's the guy I was racing.
I was the one driving behind him. But yeah, and then, like, she said he's a trader, and I said, look, at that stage, she was the only person I employed for the Port Elizabeth office. And I said, look, what we're trying to do here is create like a hub for traders, so guys can come in, trade with us. There's a nice hosting facility if you want to do a little course. And Keegan and another friend came in, and I said, guys, there's like a lot of open desks. Like if you want to trade here, you don't have to pay anything. You can set your stuff up here. And Keegan's like, nah, I'm good. And his mate was like, no, I'm going to trade this and that. Weirdly enough, Keegan ends up being the one coming to the office. Like he's like, okay, I'll come in for an hour or two a day. I'll just bring my laptop. then after a week, he's like there the entire day. Then after 2 weeks, he's like, bro, I think I'm going to bring my setup here. And I'm like, dude, no, sweet. And I started live streaming alone, and live streaming to myself and Mo, literally. So literally live streaming to myself and Mo. We had 2 viewers, and the 2 viewers was me on the one laptop, just testing the audio, and Mo on the other one. And the one day, we had 3 viewers, and I said, shit, Mo, there's like there's a human. And we're like, hey dude, like, how you doing? And it's like, hey, good to see what you guys are doing. Yeah, quickly lost him back to just me and Mo. And then I was like, Keeks, bro, it's tough, like live streaming to yourself. That there's no chat, there's literally nothing happening in the chat. And Keeks is like, okay, no, I'll soldier with you. And that's when both of us started. So we just kept each other company. And I think we got to 8. And that was like amazing for us. We like flip. 8 people can almost fill this room here. Like this is 8 we've got an audience now. Like this is becoming real. And it's weird how spoiled you get, because I think once we hit 38, like we were over the moon. We were like celebrating. We like 38 people. Like just imagine 38 people here in this room. Like that's people. Like
it's a 38.
Church. Yeah.
It's a church.
It's a little, yeah, exactly. And then it just started snowballing. And I have to say, I asked Vault Markets and I said, listen, I feel we're doing something really well here. Please just send one email out to like all of the registered traders. Just one email. Give us a shot. I feel like we're doing something different. And they popped the email, and I almost want to say we were like almost no followers, and that one email bumped us up by 300.
Sure.
Wow.
300 subs, and I think that's what started. I almost want to say that started the growth. Like just that little kick in the right direction, and things started snowballing from there. So that's how we met, and that audience of 1, and started rolling from there.
Yeah, no, that's great. No, that's very beautiful. You know, I appreciate the transparency, because most people wouldn't even want to admit that an email was sent out.
No. So we literally, because I told them like we had 8 people on, and they said, look, they want to put something out, and I said, just give us a chance. Like the first few streams, they are going to be a train wreck. Like we're not going to be happy with the standard. Like once we're ready, because here's the thing, you send out an email, people come on there and it's a train wreck. They're not going to come back. So I said, just give us like a month. Let's just settle out all of our technical stuff. And that little 300 subscriber pop is what started it. That's what literally gave us that little bit of momentum to start rolling. So,
Yeah. So I think basically today, what I'm just trying to do is we got the industry players here. We call the people who are always viewing every week. We do this podcast to educate and teach people like what really goes down in the industry, because we really want people to be educated. And if somebody wants to start a YouTube channel, hey, here's the information, we'll give it to you, you know, because I feel like there's like room for everyone.
There
really is room for everyone.
There's not enough streamers.
I agree with you.
We're the only South African streamers, so
Consistently so.
Yeah, so South Africa, what's the population now? 63 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Registered.
So let's give it a correction factor of 10%. So let's say there's 69.6 million. 69.6 million people in SA.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, even if you just captured 1% of that audience, there's still enough for everybody.
Yeah.
So you'll never be able to capture the entire market. And people will relate to different people. And the thing is, somebody would relate more to your personality that's very, very laid back. A lot more inviting, and then somebody would like somebody that's a little bit more loud, more energy. So different strokes for different folks. So
100%.
there's a place for everybody under this creator sun. Let's call it that.
So how do you guys get to set up production? I mean, I know going live on daily basis is not pop and flays.
Yo, I must say, like, for us now, I think it took us a while to like iron out all the problems and things. I mean, still till today we have technical issues. Like, we still, I promise you, every trade there's at least one in the week which is there's some technical issue. But in the beginning, I think it's you figure that out, because, like, for example, our stream setup is always there. That's literally, you switch on, you go, you plug and play.
Okay.
So it's not like we're resetting that up the whole time. When we do a podcast, there's certain things we take out of it, and that has to get replugged. But again, it's like when you repetition. We spoke about the one day, and a few of our guests have actually mentioned it. Like, when we have to do something, you've done it like 30 times now, so you can do it in your sleep. So literally setting up again for the next stream it's easy. But again, it's, as I say, just that repetition of, we've done it so many times. You've ironed out the problems.
You also didn't tell them of the 2 weekends we spent 8 hours a day there trying to sort out the mics.
Okay.
Up until the stage where I told Mo, bro, we don't know what we do. Let's just phone help.
We got a professional guy
Dude,
to come show us how to set the mics up.
And it was literally, it took him 2 minutes. There was a setting on the Atom. On the online sound desk. So there's like a online sound desk for you, so you can control that desk anywhere in the world. The gains was like maxed. And he literally logged onto our online sound desk. He's like, oh, here's your issue. Boom, 1 minute later, everything working fine. But it took us 2 weekends spending I think it was a Saturday, Sunday, 6-7 hours.
I actually forgot about that.
Watching tutorial videos, and we're like, bro, we bought all this equipment, nothing's working. Nothing is working yet. So.
Like, even though we had the Atom, for example, we were still at that stage running like the screen shares through Zoom.
Yeah.
Like Zoom calls, screen shares, and then capturing it and then putting over to it, because we couldn't figure out how to run it through the Atom. But again, once it was done, it's smooth.
Yeah. What's the dream live streaming setup that you each have to do?
Yo, I think we're pretty close with the same thing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think we want to just create, I don't want to say entertainment aspect to it, but unfortunately you need to keep people engaged. And I think once you can get to that stage where you've got, like, say, a desk, we talked about, is it Traders TV?
Yeah, Traders TV Live,
Traders TV Live, where you can maybe have somebody providing commentary on the side, or somebody that you can, like, even that little sound effect that you've got, like, on the sound. So it just creates like a different flair to the stream. So I think we are close. There's like little elements we want to add to it. But I think we are close. Definitely close to what we want it to be.
Nah, that's beautiful and that's great. And also, like, the level that you guys are just functioning at is,
But it's crazy though, hey? Because like you say that, and we spoke about this now with the rebrand. I think we've done 3 rebrands of the channel.
Okay.
So not like name-wise, but look and feel. We've always revamped it, because we always say that as you grow, the channel must grow with you. And it's crazy how you look back on the previous one and you'll be like, this was the shit. Like, this slapped. And then you get the newer one, you look back and you go like, how the hell did we put that out?
Yeah.
Like, how was that okay?
Yeah.
But again, I think it just comes with the growth of it. You got to have that leveling up the whole time.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, quite interesting, because some of us, we really look up to you guys as far as live streaming is concerned. We know the amount of work you need to put. Plus, you are streaming, you are talking to the people, you also have to get to concentrate on your trading, execute your trading according to your set of rules, your trading plan. And you've got people also asking questions, as if you've got no problems already by the just doing what they're doing. So how do you keep up with that?
I was going to say, I won't even lie, but Chris will agree with me.
Yeah.
There's a few trades we've missed because we've been catching on shit or playing games. We're not focused on the charts. But majority of the time, you are focused, you're locked in on it.
It is a balance.
Yeah.
It is finding that where... Look, the chat is needy, not in a bad way. Like they can feel when you're not acknowledging them. Like they want you to read their question, they want you to answer their comments. So there's that fine line to say, like, guys, we are not gonna now chat. We are gonna focus now on looking for our setup. But other than that, like, it is a balancing act, Keegs.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Like I said, there is a little bit of multitasking there.
Yeah. No, that's great. So, you guys have built quite a community, actually, which is, like, key. Was that intentional from the get-go, or... Because I think there's so many people out here who want to build their own communities, don't know where to start.
I honestly... we spoke about it off camera, but we were honestly just doing what the community wanted. So when we started live trading, it was just to live trade, to show people that they're not hiding anything. And then they wanted a community. So we gave it to them. We created a Discord channel. And there's honestly, like, times, like, we do put work into it. We've got guys that run the Discord and all these type of things. Yeah. But we were talking about the other day, because for us, like, YouTube's our baby. So we focus on the YouTube and the analytics there and that type of stuff. But we forgot about it, and we went the one day and we checked, and we're like, the fact that, like, the Discord's already at like 1,000 something members.
Jeez.
So
that's like 1,000 people.
Yeah, like you actually crazy. Really just forget how quickly that community grows. And the thing is, like, I was saying, like, what we love about it.
Started with 5 people.
You two included.
Yeah. And most. There was 2 people.
But now you go on there and, like, these guys are having fat chats amongst themselves. Because, like, you have the community areas where they can talk about trades, and they have banter areas and things like this. So it's crazy when you can also just see the community that's being made.
Yeah.
And how these guys are just loving it. Like, they're in their own little space there.
Yeah. No, but now that you guys are there with the community, what tips would you give to the next person on how to properly go about it?
I think, like we said, with any type of content creation, it's just start. Okay. We've chatted to guys that buy the equipment and they think they're gonna, on their first try, put out a polished product. You're not. And nobody expects you to put out the polished product because you're starting off fresh. So that is the beauty with guys growing with your channel, is that you see the growth of the channel. You see the learning curves. You see the mistakes that were made. You see the train wrecks. I'll never forget it. Minty, one of our earliest followers, remember that first podcast, 4 cameras failing? And in the chat, he said, I will never forget this day where I witnessed a live train wreck happening right in front of my eyes. Yeah. And that's the beauty of it. We made it work. Like we said, we started with 4 cameras. At the end, all of the cameras were either overheating, batteries were gone. And Mo's like, there's still sound. And I think immediately I'm like, Mo, grab the webcam. We have to finish this. We're not going to give up here. And we ended up with a 1080p webcam, that HIK Vision. It's like a cheap webcam. And we still said that webcam carried us that first podcast.
That thing, but funny enough, that webcam carried our channel for the first 2 months.
That was
with all the, when I was saying about the fine ironing, all the issues. Whenever we had any issues with anything, whether it was a stream, the podcast, anything, it was that webcam that saved us. That webcam was like bulletproof.
Yeah.
It's still there. We actually want to frame it. No,
you should frame it, actually.
We will frame that
because I've been thinking about it. Because remember, I know earlier on when we speak, I told you we started off with an iPhone 6. Yeah. 16 gigs. Yeah, just 16 gigs. So the first interviews we'd shoot, and then we'd have to stop the interview, transfer everything to the PC, and then come again, delete what's on the phone, hoping that whatever we transfer to the PC is like okay, and then continue.
But to think about it now, like how blessed are you now? That's what I told Mo the other day. I said like we're complaining now, like, oh, we need to break down the setup, like we need more cables, and I'm like, we actually spoiled now. Like we were wishing for this, and I was like, all this cables, like back then you only had a webcam and you wanted to do a podcast, and it's like, how do we do a podcast with a webcam? So I do think you get spoiled. And like you said, now look at your setup now. I saw your brother earlier, like replacing batteries, so there's redundancy. That's the beauty of the growth. Thinking back now, you guys were willing to stop the production, download it, delete the stuff, start again. You see what I'm saying? So and that's the beauty of the grind, of that thinking back. Like you can appreciate how far it has come, and to the, like I even said beforehand, like the quality of your setup now is phenomenal. Like there's nothing I can honestly negatively critique other than it's a very hot day in Joburg. like this is not a fix, guys. This is not a fix. This is not after the fact. This is real sweat. He's sweating here.
Yeah.
And I'm a sweaty guy. So.
It's still on the community thing, you know. What do you guys think the larger community in South Africa needs? Like, what is it that we're missing? And this goes out to everyone.
I think we need that. We need this real and raw communities. We need the guys that are transparent, and they're not teaching you the fake stuff.
Yeah,
they need to show you what's real, and you know what? Sometimes the truth might hurt. That's not what you want to hear, but at the end of the day, you're not going to be cheated out of it.
Yeah, look, I don't want to make it a religious thing, but I think there's a verse in the Bible that says iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And I think there's a very positive way where, let's call it, mentors and influencers should keep one another accountable. And not in terms of a negative aspect, but in terms of growing. Like if I'm trying to level up, I want Keegan to tell me, like, Chris, I don't think what you're doing now is right.
Yeah.
And I think maybe you need to pivot. And I think people aren't having that conversations with one another. And we did it a little bit, and not in an ugly way. It was still very, I wouldn't say in good spirit, but like we already threw out some jabs. But again, it's purely that fact of we need to keep each other accountable. Like if you've got a following, if you've got people that look up to you, there's a responsibility on you because you're leading people. There's people that make decisions based off your actions. So you need to be accountable either to yourself or to the broader community. So I think we do need that for mentors in SA, where we can call out, and again, you can maybe use some sound effects in the post edit, but we need to call each other out on the bullshit. Like if something's bullshit, like we need to say, like, bro, what you're doing now is not right. And exactly what Rolio is doing now. He's literally just stating the fact these are the signal providers. This is what you're going to get. Make your choice. Do you want to buy into something that's subpar, or you're going to rather save that money and go buy groceries or something? So that's what I think we need.
Yeah, and you know it's crazy. Actually, had on Instagram somebody commented, and because there was a video I told you we did interview with Nasdaq Ninja, and I had Rodeo Jack in the title there because we look at analytics. We know what's popping right now. We know what beats in the title, so we know putting his name there was crucial for that particular video. And then someone's like, "Don't put that hater's name over there."
Oh.
Ooh, Rodeo.
Yeah, Rodeo's name in the title of the video.
You know, you're talking about that actually, Aldo, like the community thing. You know what links up to all of this is, I don't know if we can talk about it, but
You can talk about anything. This is a free space. It's a safe space.
MJ wants that. He wants that heat.
I'm still coming there.
we gave you guys a little insight there to Project F.
Yeah.
But we didn't tell you guys about Project MM.
Hey.
Sure.
I'm not saying
Because I'm not getting involved. This is all Keegan, right?
That's okay. We can always edit it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna drop it?
Yeah.
Project MM.
So this,
Drop it.
this was for the community. We were going to drop Project MM, which was mentorship for mentors.
So we came up with the idea and we said, listen here, after and we'll still do the video, guys. We'll still do the formal Project MM.
Yeah.
We chatted to Rolio and we said, Rolio, you've done a lot of signal reviews. Who's the good guys? Who's the bad guys?
Yeah.
We said there's maybe 3 good guys, so the rest is bad. And we said we're gonna reach out a hand to say we'll help you guys. We honestly will give you free mentorship. We'll do a 30-day intense boot camp with these mentors.
The bad mentors.
The bad
Okay.
mentors.
Okay.
We'll reach out a hand and maybe something just clicks that we can maybe share. And this is honestly, guys, Chad, this is in a positive light. Don't think this is an ego thing. That's again that honesty to say listen here, we need to keep each other accountable. So Project MM, we put it on the back burner for a bit. We want to keep our side clean because I know it's going to offend a lot of guys. So we'll wait till everybody's settled into this first quarter, and then Project MM will drop.
No, but that is true. But that is actually not the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
The state of the industry, the way it is right now, because of mentors. Even the people mentoring don't even know what mentorship is.
Yeah.
A lot of the people mentoring, it's just a thing of, hey, I need to sell this course. So let me just say mentorship right there. And a lot of people think mentorship is just, hey, they join your WhatsApp group, they send you PDFs,
No,
and then
that's not
they're done.
mentorship.
And then they're done.
No, so we actually had a discussion with somebody that wanted to start a mentorship, and the first thing I told him was, I said, rather make your mentorship more expensive. Make your mentorship 15K.
Yeah.
And maybe take on 5 people.
Yeah.
But then you can actually mentor that 5 people. They can have a direct line to you. If they struggle with something, you can give them the time they deserve. So again, it comes back to, what do you want to do? Do you want to provide a quality product for your client, or do you want to chase the numbers? And the easier thing is sell a mentorship for 2.5K. It's a PDF or maybe a 30-minute video. Sell it to 2,000 people. That's what makes monetary sense. But in terms of just being a good human being and a good mentor, what really makes sense is I'll be happy with 70K, but I'm going to make sure that these 5 people get a top-notch product. And it comes back to that saying, price is what you pay, value is what you get. So again, you can get a lot of value for a low price. And I feel like what we're doing is for free, but it's a lot of value.
Yeah.
Like if you had to put a price on it, we could easily say, let's say we're only live streaming to a handful of the community, you need to pay 2,500 Rand, and we can do that. But that's not the idea. The idea is to create as much value for as much traders as possible. And how we monetize it at the end will still be figured out. But at this stage, we always talk about it on stream, planting those seeds, and that seeds will bear fruit in due season. Maybe not this year, maybe not the next year, but somewhere that breakthrough will come where it's like, okay, all the seeds we've planted, everyone we've tried to help, all the lives we've changed, all of a sudden, and maybe it's not even monetary. Maybe it's just opening a door, giving you that opportunity to meet somebody that basically changes the entire course of your life. And that's how we see it, planting seeds and not expecting a harvest, but knowing somewhere something's going to sprout.
I feel like a lot of mentors don't really have the product. They're responding to the demand. They see there's so much demand in this business, and they want to respond to it before setting up the product. So they can't even price it because they don't understand the value.
Well, what we always used to say to people was, again, just holding each other accountable. You best not be charging people something that they could be getting for free. So for example, we've said it, and till today I can't back someone where I've seen how many guys charging stupid amounts of money for something that on a daily basis is something we cover on a stream. Like if you just had to look around, it's something you could have found for free. Because I can guarantee you that guy just probably found it on YouTube for free.
Or baby pips.
And
it's regurgitated.
And then they want to charge it and claim it. And yet if you go and say something about it, oh, you stole it from them. Like, bro, you didn't invent that. Like, it's not yours.
Here's my thing with trading. Nothing. And I'm very honest when I say this, guys. Nothing in the trading industry is proprietary. Nothing.
100%.
So literally, even though, and I've told the guys, even what we teach, it's not proprietary. It's a lot of elements that I've just brought together, but each concept you can find a video on YouTube about. It's just now my culmination of putting the different aspects together. Even Keegan's strategy, nothing is proprietary about it. It's just his application thereof. So you can't say that you've discovered this proprietary trading system and you can paint it. No, you can't.
It's going to change the game. It's going to change the game.
And it's always going to change the game. Always a 2.0 and a 3.0.
As if you came from the mountain like Moses.
But yeah, guys, there's literally every single strategy that's being sold out there. You can go and search, and I promise you, it will be free on YouTube somewhere.
With a different name, though. Because we normally have fancy names on it. Either with car names or animals. Or
at like fire. So
talking about fire. Do you guys call out traders to come and trade with you?
We actually, funny enough, I don't say we called people out to trade with us. We called one group out to trade with us. But my thing is, we've never called someone out. And funny enough, now this actually isn't even a shot. But we actually spoke about this the other day. Even the guys we have on, and we've had on like in the stream lives in the past. Again, not shots at them. Like we do back those guys. We love those guys. But even when we've had a guest on, there's never been a guest that could take a trade live.
Actually, you guys actually spoke about this on the podcast.
So
right?
We
but do you think people are scared?
I think people like
they'll probably blame that the setup wasn't there.
No, you know what I'm thinking is if you put forward this polished facade, you need to maintain it. But if you just real and raw, like again, we've said it even when we called out Darren Dixon, J.H. Nadi. We said like there's no harm in taking a loss. Like I don't know why we criminalize taking a loss. Like why do we need to act like everything is all polished and all easy?
There's like, no trader that has 100% win rate.
No,
never.
So
100%.
So I think it's due to the fact that you put forward this false facade, and they scared that we're gonna crack or dent that image to show that there's actually a lot of holes in the armor where we almost, I think me and Keegan talked about it. I don't know if you guys watched 8 Mile.
Yeah.
So the big thing with Eminem back then was like people were making fun of him, and at the end he actually used all of that. He made fun of himself, so it didn't give them any ammo when they were in the rap battles. And that's exactly what me and Keegan said, is if we call somebody out, they literally can't say anything about us because we are too transparent. Like we show the losses, we show the negativity in terms of the emotion. We literally show everything. So there's nothing they can go and say, oh, but Keegan did this or Keegan did that. Like, no, we do everything live. So when we call you out, there's no holes in our armor. And we open about losses. I think we've talked about it that 3 weeks last year, I wasn't able to catch a win. I even told the guys, I'm like, listen, I can't even catch a win if it hit me in the face. So,
but we even made a funny video, a reel that posted on Instagram, making fun of himself losses because he's on a losing streak.
I lost 50K that week, and I told Mo, bro, this is real. Like, let's post a video like a meme. Yeah. And I'm taking the piss out of myself because I'm like, literally, it's not a great feeling. Like, I'm not gonna act like losses are just part of the game. Like we talked about it. Yeah, like myself and Keegan don't like to lose, so I'm not gonna act like I just love this losing streak. Taking 4 losses.
It's all about the comeback.
It's all about the comeback.
The comeback is stronger, and the setback and this, and I'm just like, dude, it sucks. You don't want to be in a losing streak. Like you follow your plan, like mentally it's draining. You start to question yourself a little bit, and then you almost need to go back to that muscle memory.
But to be fair, sorry, Chris, we actually joked about this how many times, and we said, like, again, it's never a thing of like trying to start beef, but it's also like friendly banter. Yeah. Like we even said, like, you know what we'd love to do is host like a 24-hour trade event and do like trader team wars. Split into teams.
Oh yeah.
Go head to head and see which team can come out with the most profits at the end of 24 hours. And again, it's just for fun and banter. If you guys lose, you blow. You can literally even do it on, I wouldn't say demo because they're not actually going to take anything, but do it on prop firm accounts, on challenge accounts. Yeah. If you guys pass and blow up, and if you blow the account, like, it's chilled, but it's literally vibes. But again, so many of the trader like influencers won't do it because it's like they can't be seen taking a loss.
Yeah,
but you know, that's actually it goes to speak to character right now, because you wouldn't be able to put out a video like that if you were not confident in who you are. You knew yourself. So I think a lot of the guys in the industry don't even know who they are, because I think, Chris, you were mentioning during lunch is that people, or somebody mentioned that people don't even know themselves, or people believe the lies. People believe the lies that they tell.
They stay so deep in their lies.
So they don't even know who they are. So they can't even take the banter. They can't even be like, hey, I took it. Yes, they'll probably take a loss and be motivational about it. But come on.
You know what it's also about. I think me and Keegan and actually, what's her name, chatted about it, Caitlin as well, where especially in the influencer space, the female influencer space, like they very, like the angle needs to be right. There can't be like a little roll on the side.
If there's an eye bag.
Yeah, there's a little eye bag, and like, oh, there's a shadow. It looks like I've got a bag. And then you've got another influencer that shows you like all the raw stuff. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Some of the chicks. And they blow up because people can relate to it. It's like, flip, I also look like that when I do a bridge. Like my tummy hangs. Like when I'm not wearing those slim fit pants, like there's a roll here. And people love that because it's real, it's raw. It's not all polished, and not every photo that's taken is like at a certain angle. And that's exactly I almost want to say the look and feel and vibe myself and Keegan went for is like, dude, let's keep it as real as we can. Even if people don't like it, let's stay true to ourselves. Let's be very open about trading. It is tough. Again, we always say it, like we never make it out to be this easy thing. There are challenging times, and I think once you become open, it almost frees you up. Like we talked about it in the earlier podcast. It makes you free. And I think, Keeks, was it you on the first stream that was also a little bit nervous to take a trade? And Keeks is like, yes, dude, it is a little bit nerve-wracking because imagine how I feed the guys a stop. And I said, bro, it's your trade. Like if somebody wants to take the trade, and then Keeks was like, no, that's actually true. It's my trade. So if you want to take a loss with me, by all means. But it just takes that pressure off because you don't need to put a facade in front of you.
Gee. Let's talk about the beefs.
Sirloins. Steaks.
Yo, bro, at this point, it's a case of, well, which one do you want to start with?
Yeah, because there's a lot at stake.
I'm going to leave this to Keegan. He's the one that started it.
But it seems like he enjoys it the most.
Well, even the OGs is the strongest OG, right? So, let's ask you.
He's the one that can fight as well. So that's why I got him in. He's, like I put him first. I'm standing back.
Now, he says that, but the first time when all this beef started, he was the one that started everything. He was the one that took us down this route.
Okay.
Honestly, again, it wasn't a case of... Okay, no, the first one, that was beef. And the second one...
And the third one.
All of them are
Beef, though.
Okay, the first one was beef. And the
Who
second...
was the first one?
Mad Shots.
Okay.
Beef.
Yeah.
Second one, Joash and Darren.
I wouldn't say that was just... So here's the thing.
I wouldn't say it was beef. We put the challenge up because I personally, to a point, it got to a point as comedy, what these clowns are doing. But it got to a point, it's also like, when we are now building this community, you still become attached to your community.
Yeah.
And now it's a case of, I know these guys have got communities. And they are only doing bad for them. And it's kind of like you get upset because of that now.
And people were saying like, no, the signals are bad. Our accounts are getting nuked. And then we were like, okay, let's just settle it. And there's obviously, like I said, if he's not trading demo, like please show me deposits into the account.
To be fair, I saw for the first time, actually literally when we're chilling now, before we're starting this one, I saw for the first time he took a trade where it was a single trade, not a barcode, and he actually showed the account balance.
Yeah. Dude, I can't believe.
I also don't believe that's an account balance. Just even though he showed it, I'm putting it out there. I don't believe that.
I mean, sometimes strategies need to change, eh?
Yeah, so we saw they were obviously popping. No, I wouldn't even say popping off. There was a lot of ads, and myself and Keegan said like, listen here, what can we do just to throw like a little jab, like just fun, not in an ugly way. Like we don't want to, like just a fun challenge. And that's when we put the challenge out to them with like a little jab saying that you guys are the best demo traders out there. And they accepted it, and they were all full of fire, like, let's get it going. I deposited my funds. Like, I told Geeks, like, I'm not going to open myself up to anything where they say, oh, Chris, we're waiting on you. As soon as that Instagram went out, I went to KYC my account, popped in my 100K. I sent them the screenshots. I'm like, here's the account, ready for you guys to trade it. And it just fell flat. We actually did 2 follow-up videos, and challenge is still there for Darren and Joash if they want to take it.
Oh, so even today?
No, it's still today. The thing is, we did follow-ups. The challenge was there. The follow-ups, they still confirmed. They just said they confirmed they're doing it, and never heard from them again.
So I think that's if Darren is watching Joash, that's what you call chess, and that's called checkmate. So if you were wondering, if you're not familiar with the game of chess.
But I mean, even again, you know what? It's a very like fine line calling it beef though, because there was still the one of our local boys that we were telling you about earlier. Like, I'll never forget, I took Caitlin to go have her hair done or something. And I pick her up, and I'm driving, and I just showed her, I'm like, listen, look who's phoning me. And it's this flipping NASDAQ billionaire.
Sure.
And she's like, I leave you alone for 3 hours, and now you in beef again. And I'm like, I didn't do anything.
It's like you can't leave Keegan by himself.
And it was a case of, I'm like, this man's phoning me. I'm like, bro, I'm driving. I'll chat later. No, we're going to talk. Are you too scared? I said, bro, I'll happily phone you back. Just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I even get into the now, like, we're going to the shops. I'm like, okay, I'll go to the shops, but I'm phoning this man. I phone him back, and it's all of a sudden, like, he's tuning me on the phone. But the minute we're on the phone call, bro, so you need to understand, like, I think rather we stay in our own lane. Like, we both got goals and visions. We work into the other areas. And I'm like, bro, okay. And I said, listen, I'm just holding you accountable. That's it. And he's like, okay. But I just want to know, if we bump into each other in person, you're not going to blix me. I'm like, bro, what do you think this is? I'm not like I'm in high school. Like, if I don't like what you're doing, doesn't mean if I see you, I'm going to hit you.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think this is?
Yeah.
Some people live in the movies. Eh?
Yeah. And I think this is what is happening in this industry. People normally think that you hate the person, but you don't really hate the person. You hate what they do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop us from talking to one another. It doesn't stop us from talking about other things.
Yeah, I think, again, it comes back to intent.
Yeah.
And again, there's nothing wrong if you lose. Like, but just be transparent. Don't say, I've got a 90% win rate to sell your signals, and you get on there and you can't close a profitable month. Like, how do you have a 90% win rate? Tell the guys, like, bro, we've got a 60% win rate. Like, you could make money if you follow these risk criteria, but don't try and act like, and we all know, 95% win rate, 3 signals a day, 100R for the month, and you get in there and people already doing like little sums. After the month, it's like minus 100R in my bank account. Like, what's happening here?
But also, I actually think it's important, because as much as we touch on all these stuff, I want to throw one thing out there just to show people again that we are transparent. Is everyone thinks we target these guys, or we pick on these ones, like we choose our targets, if you want to call it that, which isn't the case. And just to show people, we had someone that was in our circle who started faking payouts.
And we called him out. He was literally
till today, we haven't spoken to him because he didn't want to sort things out. He believes we like broke his trust and all this. But it was what we said we were going to do. If you were going to go down that route, again, the whole thing, when we even approached it, we put it on social media, it was a case of, tell us, it was a mistake. You made a mistake. It was a one-time thing. You're not going to do it again. We leave it there. Cool. Well done. You've apologized. But now the fact you want to start going down this route, we can't turn a blind eye because you're a friend. And
again, we want to be reprimanded as well.
Yeah.
If we're doing something wrong, we need to be man enough. Like, let's say you guys phone MJ, and Nqobile phones us and says, listen, I think what you're doing is not beneficial for the trading community. Like, maybe change it a little bit up, or we've been getting complaints XYZ. Then we need to be man enough to say, like, Keegs, bro, what are we doing? Maybe we are wrong here. And we did take a little bit of a different stance going into the new year. We said sorry, why are you laughing?
I know where he's going with this, but when he's done, I'm going to tell you something.
So I told Keegs, like, last year it was fun getting into the beef, and both of us said, like, look, we only have so much energy to expend in a day.
Yeah.
And I said, let's not take away from our main mission, which is to try and provide as much value and education to the trading community. And I said, I'm just very scared we become these guys that people see as that let's call it the shit stirrers in the industry. And I said, I don't want to be that. So let's focus on the community at large. If something pops up from the side, like into our way, like we're moving into a direction, we will address it, but we're not going to go out of our way to go and try and find beef, like you said.
So literally the first meeting we have in the office of the year, we have this exact discussion. Guys, we're not choosing violence. Obviously, before the office opens, like I even went to Chris's house. We had a coffee, and we even spoke about saying we're not wasting our time on that this year. We're focusing on ourselves, on our community, leveling up. So we give the same thing to the office when we get there on the Monday.
Oh, are you going to talk about what's in it? RJ.
No.
There's a lot to tell. Start with this one.
No, Jeff.
But then he literally, we rock up. And I know where you're going with that, but that's not where I was. Then I think it was a month ago. Literally start of Feb. This man messages me. I can't remember what happened. What the start of it was. But he messages me that evening. He goes, bro, you ready? So I'm like, for what? He says, tomorrow, we're going to go hard on these guys. We are going to take it to them from now on. We're not going to hold. And I'm like, what happened to a month ago? Like, we got you. And he's just like, no, I'm tired of this stuff. Like, no, we are not going to let this slide. And I'm just like, okay, bro, I'm with you. Like, what are we doing? I can't remember what happened what the reason was.
No, it was just like,
actually, I do.
But also on the other side of it is like there's so much harm being done to the consumer. And you just get to a stage where it's like, okay, you've got a guy like Rydal Fix exposing people. You've got a guy like Rolio. And I just said, Keegs, like these boys are playing. Like we need to really go hard. Like the guys know where our office is. It's not like we're scared to like disclose our location. We sit there 9 hours a day. We've shared our location on stream. So again, it's like if something's not right, like we need to talk about it. And it goes both ways. It's not just that we are now the enforcers of the trading industry, but somebody just needs to be a voice for the people that don't have a voice. So we need to be that voice, and people need to realize like there's consequences to me doing stupid shit to the community. Otherwise, they'll just keep on doing it.
Yeah, so our community knows if we ever come on stream or we come onto Instagram with a public announcement, then you know we're going down on something. Like something's about to go off.
State of the nation.
PSA.
Yeah, I think I need to have these guys in my cabinet. I think you suit very well.
You'll be the defense, Minister of Defense.
Yeah, you know, you guys have had I've actually heard you guys speak about that you've had concepts and they've been taken by other traders in the industry.
Not only concepts, but again, like
just ideas.
Ideas,
even ideas. I think again is that where it comes down to, we talk about the guys don't know who they are. So we spoke about it, and we sat down the one day. We even said till today. And I'm not going to drop names because I'm not going to feed these guys more information if they haven't picked up on it. But there's only one guy I would genuinely say is doing, if you want to say the content side on Instagram and that, what we are doing. Other than that, all of these guys started doing the same content, doing everything that we were doing after us.
Yeah.
And again, it's that whole thing, you know what? I don't have a problem that you're doing it because, again, there's room for all of us in this industry.
Yeah.
But you just duplicate it because you're clout hungry. You see me blowing up, you just want to do what we do.
Just innovate a little bit.
Just, come up with your thing. Find out who you are. And you will actually blow up.
Yeah. I think that's the hard part, is that finding out who you are as an individual, because like a lot of people, it's hopeless out here for some guys. I think some people are just too far gone. I don't know. I feel like for some guys it's just...
Are you talking about mentors?
Yeah, mentors or the fools.
Here's the thing. If you can make money so easily duping people, why would you want to actually put in work? Like, why would you actually want to do mentorship where you on a call with guys for 3-4 hours a day? You hear what I'm saying? It's that, like, you had the taste of the easy money. Like, why now work for the money if it's easy? Join my NFP this Friday, 500 Rand. Get 1,000 people, quick 500,000 Rand. Like, easy work. Flip a coin beforehand. Okay, Keeks, we're going long on gold. Guys, buy. As simple as that.
And
you know
after
what I'm saying?
Bye.
But I love where, for example, like, just because we have a chart in the background. I would guarantee you now, if NFP was tomorrow, all these influencers would go, it's a sell. Why? And
because there's a lot of room down.
It's just been upwards momentum. It must come down. And we always turn to the guys and we say, listen, buddy, you come in with your must. The market doesn't have to do shit that you say. That market can park the bus right there and just stay there if it wants to.
I think it's that spatial thing. As traders, when you look, for instance, that chart we're seeing now, you've seen it's literally just one way up. So you feel like there's a lot more room. You feel like the path of least resistance is down.
Yeah.
Where it's clearly showing you there's a lot of the path of least resistance, looking at that, is up. Because it's been making higher highs and it's been impulsive. So why would we now think that it's a good time to short gold now, like at all-time highs? You hear what I'm saying? So we've seen it so many times where if the market is trending one direction, they're going to try and take it the other way. And we've still said it there one day. I was like, the Rockets, watch them, they're going to, let's say, for instance, buy. Complete wrong side. Keegan laughs. He's like, what do you think the Rockets did? I'm like, they nuked everybody's accounts. He's like, look what they did. So, it's a tough one. I think as soon as you taste that easy money, you're not gonna go for the hard money.
Yeah.
Gonna go for that low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. So, what do you guys have to say about... Because I feel like now, and I said it earlier on, news events are very popular right now. What do you think the motive is behind that? That so many of the influencers are pushing news events like it's... Because I feel like now it's just out of control.
The thing is, again, it's that we talk about that 1 minute glory. You can post something there, in 1 minute have this massive result that he can show in his demo account. And the other guys can all sit around and also kind of, if you want to say, if you did get it right, they could see their value for money. I put 500 Rand in, I took this guy's signal and I got 4,000 Rand out. Where if you weren't doing that on a news event, that would have to be a decent trade, like a pretty decent trade you caught to catch those type of numbers and growth. And I think that's where the guys they're playing into it now. Because, again, for marketing purposes, it's literally like...
Big volume, volatility.
It's everything they want. It's everything they need.
You can make a lot of money with little money. I think it's that gambler's fallacy. Like, if we trade enough NFPs, that one NFP is going to pay the previous 6 we lost.
Think of it like it's the lotto of the Forex industry.
Yeah.
A little bit of money and you can walk out a millionaire. It's that type of idea.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't want to hear about this. We had an episode, I think 3 or 4 weeks back. We were talking about full margin.
Oh.
And a lot of people, like we had the industry really mixed up. Like we had people that were supporting full margin.
I thought... I almost thought there's an influencer called Full Margin. So there's an idea for you.
There probably is.
No, there is. Full Margin 2.0. So you had people with mixed emotions to say, but you guys, it seems like you're hating on people that are going full margin. And like, this has nothing to do with feelings. I mean,
my thing is, if you are trading every single trade full margin, I guarantee you are not profitable long term. Because my thing is, if you're doing that, that is flipping accounts. And again, you don't want to be 50 years old and I'm flipping a 500 Rand account. That's not the goal of being a trader. So if you are advocating saying you've grown and you are full margin a 500k account, well then you're an idiot. Like you telling me, yes, I can make 3 mil if that trade goes my way, but that's if it goes your way. Otherwise you're gonna lose 500k in 2 minutes, and then you, like I said, there's no excuse for that.
Let's not get into that topic. There's so many avenues to delve into that, but
I think it's just the guys again. It always goes back to that 1 minute glory, and you know what? I think it all circles back to this is what the people have been sold on what Forex is.
Gambling, full margin, low risk, high return. None of that. That's not what it is. Like it's not low risk, high return. You might feel it's low risk, but if you take your net deposits over a year and your net withdrawals, then you realize, shit, this was an expensive exercise. I could have paid off some debts with this money that I've been dabbling with. Because here's the thing, you don't feel that 500 here, 1,000 there. Maybe in 3 months' time, there's 20k that went into your trading account. And a lot of people don't have 20k to waste. Like, that's wasteful expenditure. Like, you better be stewarding your finances better than that. So,
yeah, that's great. So what's the future looking like for 2G's trading?
We're just waiting for 5G to hit South Africa, and then we're going to be 5G, right?
That's a good one.
No, I think as we mentioned, we're taking things organically. We, as Keegan said as well, the YouTube channel is our baby. I feel like it just provides you the platform. And again, we need to be, and even you guys, and I think you do that, like we chatted about it. We need to really steward our followers well. We need to keep ourselves accountable to a certain standard. And again, there's people that look up to your channel. There's people that watch your channel that gain insight from it. So we need to really respect that. And I think we sometimes forget, because we're sitting behind the screen, and even in our live streams, you sometimes forget there's 300 people on the other side of the screen that's listening to you. So you've got a job to do as a trader, as a mentor, as a leader. Like you guys are a leader in your industry, because if you think about it, there's no other podcast in South Africa that's bigger than yours in terms of the direct content. So being that leader, you need to be like, listen here, we need to set the example. And I think that's exactly what we every week ask ourselves, every session we ask ourselves is, are we setting that standard? And at the end of the day, Tony Robbins talks about what causes happiness, or what is happiness, and progress. So if we can see that we have grown every month, and not just talking about analytics like numbers, but just overall as traders, as businessmen, as friends, as fathers, as brothers, husbands, all of that, then I think that is happiness. Progressing, not being the same person you were last year, but that you can actually look back and say, Keegan, we've progressed, we've made a good impact. So that's my vision. Keeks, give us your vision. Not five.
You know,
No, I'm kidding.
Honestly, I think we spoke about it in one of the podcasts where, again, linking back to my podcast earlier, was I always say, like, what makes us different to the other guy? And there isn't anything. And we talk about, you want to get to a point where we've built our community, yeah? It's not that you want to leave them, but take it to the next level. I said, we want to do what we do and just continue to kick it up. So, like, for example, we said, how awesome would it be that even a South African, if you want to talk of it that way, a South African team maybe has a booth or whatever at the FX summits. Like, having that type of reach, that you can be out there, you can be doing seminars in Miami.
Yeah.
Like, going out to that far that you can take it there. And again, just continuing what we're doing now, being real, raw, speaking the truth of what trading is, giving the guys what they need to hear, what they want to hear, and showing them like it is doable. Whether you there, whether you South African, anything like this, like you can do it and you can do it the right way. You don't need to step over and blur the lines and all that. You can stay between them, do it properly, and I can guarantee you it's 100% more rewarding at the end of it.
And we want to get the band Mute live on stream once. I don't know if you, the band Mute, that brass band we listen to on stream, it's become like an anthem for the stream. Chad, the guys in the chat, they'll know Mute, the Coop. That is the anthem.
That's like the sound of the channel.
That's the psych mix. The guys know when we start playing Coop, the brass band. So I think
some TPs are getting hit.
Dude, I think I'll retire the day we get Mute on the stream, like in the office. Like, I'm done. I'm packing up. I'm retiring. We're deleting the YouTube channel.
You see, the funniest thing is
reach everything then.
He already talks about this now. So again, I don't know if you ever see it. Like Chris has this little horn that he blows, like this little like birthday horns.
Yeah.
And this thing's dying, right? Now you have to understand. We already we have a very fun office. We make a noise. We do our stuff. We chilled out. But would you call them neighbors' offices? The people underneath us.
Yeah, the co-tenants.
The co-tenants. They hate us. They hate us. Now, Chris is wanting to buy like a proper air horn.
Yeah.
For the office. I was like, bro, you're going to get us kicked out of this office so quickly. You want to worry about Mute in the office. We're going to be gone with the air horn.
Yeah, so the air horn, I still want to get it. So we'll still go with the little horn. But again, that just adds to the fun of the stream. Like when we get a donation or a donor, like you blow the horn and somebody will donate 15 rand just for me to blow it. Like it's like this little add-on. And for instance, Mute. We've joked that we said if we want to bring the dollar down, we play Mute. And again, you wouldn't believe it. So two stories, two quick stories. When we started streaming and the stream started growing, I made a joke, and beforehand I told Keegan we're gonna say this on stream and then watch what the guys say. And I told the guys, listen, I had a call with Mr. Beast over the weekend. He told me, Chris, the algorithm works on sound. All you need to do to trip the algorithm to get more viewers to your stream, you have to say audience algorithm 3 times and you'll see your viewer count bump up. And I'm like, Keegs, okay, we're ready. Mr. Beast said we've got 3 tries this week. Like we don't want to get flagged for using the algorithm. Keegan would go, okay, guys, are you ready? Everybody quiet. Audience, algorithm. And I kid you not, the first time Keegan did it, as soon as he said it, that we not spiked by 75 viewers. And the guys in the chat were like, bro, no way that worked. And I'm like, Keegan, does this actually work? I'm like, and then the second day, we did it again, and again it spiked. And then the third day, nothing happened. I was like, oh, guys, it's a fluke. Maybe it's like
You went
just
too much
at
in
that, yeah.
it's over there.
So that was the one. And what's the other one I wanted to talk
Mute
about?
and the dollar.
Oh, yeah, the dollar. So that's our hype song. So we're in a trade, facing some drawdown there. And the guys are like, play mute. We need to pick up the spirits. The trade is going against us. And we play mute. And the dollar starts tanking. And I think we were like in GBP USD sells.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, bro, like we can't play mute. Then Keegan was like, bro, okay, I've seen every time we play mute, the dollar goes down. We enter a GBP USD long. And the Chad's already like, play mute, the coup. Once I played that song, again, the first time,
Yeah.
the
It was like
dollar
an
not
instant
collapse.
TP.
Bro, the dollar people are like, no ways. and it's literally just purely like we're making fun of it, like we're joking. But for somebody that didn't know we were joking, they would be like,
yeah.
bro, that mute just killed the dollar.
And somebody's probably watching and is trying to download the song as we speak. Nah. So we need to
guys,
put the full
Is it that
disclaimer.
camera? So mute. The coup, that is the song that absolutely kills the dollar. So if you want to go long GU, long EU, you need to play mute. But
We haven't figured out what gives dollar strength.
yeah,
We just know what kills the dollar.
But just wait for don't let the furus hear you guys say this. They're gonna be selling the
yeah,
song.
Somebody's gonna sell
Yeah.
a course.
but
That's
here's
going to
the
be part
thing.
of
But
Fire 3.0.
But here's the thing, we have to also tell you this, you first need to enter the trade, then start the song. You can't start the song and then enter the trade. So just in that order,
Yeah.
otherwise they're going to get the recipe wrong.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
great. Nah, that's crazy. No, guys, but it sounds like you guys really have like a really great time at the office and live streaming and all that. And yeah, don't stop. I know you guys are not live streaming today, and thank you to the 2G's chat for borrowing us these 2G's right for the day. We do appreciate like your time, honestly. Just
Yeah.
we literally spent the day together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's been a vibe. It really has been a like a day.
no.
Yeah, guys, I just want to thank all of you. Thank you for hosting us. And again, a lot of time and effort goes into setting this up, getting everything ready, and then especially for you guys post-production. So really want to say thank you for that. And
Yeah,
again,
big shout out to the team.
yeah, Top Traders South Africa, and again, like I said, you guys have leveled up. Like you're looking at your previous podcast setup to what it's now. Definitely, you guys have taken that next step, and you guys inspire us again. Like looking at all of you guys can't see the entire rig here, but this inspires us to go back home to be like, listen, this is very
Yeah,
innovative.
we can do better. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very innovative, the way you guys are set up, the quality of your gear, it's beautiful. We can appreciate the quality of it.
I think what's very cool is it's always like we talk about being in the hot seat.
Yeah.
So it was nice being. I'd say it was nice and sweaty at the same time. Being in the hot seat.
I'm sweating. I've lost like 4 kg. So
I must say it's a very again eye-opening feeling because as much as you see the growth, like whenever we have our podcast guests come on, they even like damn, like they're actually blown away with our setup.
Yeah.
And then to come here and be like,
yeah,
damn,
this
I
is
know
now
what
the
this
next
is
level.
the next level. Like, this is the next
This is the
setup.
setup. Like, Mo, if you're watching, bro, like, this is the setup.
We'll send you
will-
videos, bro.
You'll be salivating about what there's camcorders, there's lenses almost as thick as your arm, bro. It's like that camera there's a beast. Is that the beast there?
Yeah.
Bro, that thing is we're taking that work. If you guys,
We'll come down to
we
PE
want that camera. No, but yeah, no, it was beautiful, guys. Really appreciate it, and for the viewers as well. Thank you for the support. If you have not yet joined us, like more than welcome. And ultimately the big reason we made an effort to come down here as well is due to the fact that you guys are industry leader and we want to reach more traders and do more good. So it just made sense to come and steal a little bit with our eyes and also to go back home motivated. And we are definitely motivated to see what you guys are doing. So
it's also something we always say to our guys is you don't have to compete at the top.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
You collaborate.
100%. 100%.
I think that's exactly what it is now.
Yeah.
We want to get to the top and keep growing. So you work with the guys at the top. It's not about bringing them down.
Yeah.
So again, having you guys there, giving us the opportunity to come on, it's a no-brainer. You obviously want to work hand in hand with those type of guys.
Chad, top trader is a 100K by end of the year.
Yeah, no, this year so we've spoken that piece over there.
100K block.
Yeah, that 100K block is going there. Yeah, so that TTSA sign will be able
to
move
for our community as well, if we can get that 6,300 guys.
Yeah, you guys should be saying road to 10K.
We actually put it up.
What? Is it road to 10K?
Yeah, we put a little map thing up on our channels that it wants to grow. So everything they can come and see the road to 10K.
Nah, you guys road to 10K, guys. Go and subscribe.
2G's trading and then also subscribe. Yeah, but just before we end, how does it feel now to be like thinking back? Obviously, when you started, that 100K seemed so far. So maybe just shifting. Just shifting the tables here.
A little Uno reverse.
How the tables have turned. But how does it feel now that you guys are literally 87? You guys are sitting on 87.
82.
82, is that 82?
Yeah, 82, 83, around there.
So 82% there, because I think 100K.
It's a trade like this one.
He's a real trader.
Toxin percentage.
But you're already like 82.
When you say that way, it shows you how close you are, actually.
Yeah, actually.
How does it feel? Do you guys feel like that, almost, let's call it that second burst of energy? Like when you start a channel, you've got energy, you maybe get to like a level where I wouldn't say you die down, but you go into limbo and then you get like that next surge. Do you feel like you guys are now in that phase where that 100K is so close, it gives you that energy now to push, to travel, to get more guests on? Are you guys there?
Yeah, I think we're definitely. It's humbling actually more than anything. Just thinking about 82,000 times people decided to hit subscribe button.
Yeah, it's big. That's what is Soweto Stadium? How big is that? 100.
So what do you even think of it? You just went smaller.
How big is it?
FNB is 90,000.
Yeah,
96,000.
Sold out.
The entire FNB stadium. Like you had to put all your subscribers in.
Yeah, but it does give us that burst of energy to put it down, to put it correct in the way you put it. But I think also it's also challenging for us right now because the pressure is like it's getting a bit more because now the quality needs to keep going up and up, there's no way down, so we're always trying to think of different ways to improve. We're always watching the whole industry, we're watching international guys, we were just like, what are they doing? We need to watch and learn, we learn from those who are ahead of you, we learn from those who are even learn from those who are like coming up as well, we learn everywhere. And I think it's like, and as much as we get into the 100K, I don't think this is where we're going to stop. I think we're just going to keep it moving forward. 100%.
I think 100K is that next. We talked about the YouTube. I don't want to say algorithm, but I think once you hit that 100K and you stay in your niche, I feel like that's when things start to steamroll. Like for us, it was that 1K. Yeah. Then it's like that 10K. And then that 100K, that's when I wouldn't say you've arrived, but you've arrived.
It's a milestone.
It's for anybody that's done YouTube or social media, like you've done 30 videos and you're feeling already burnt out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in South Africa, I don't even think there's like, if you had to go on both hands, I don't think you'd have enough for just the guys that have 100K subs.
But especially in this
We've
niche,
only got a few in the whole of South Africa.
That's the
Very
thing.
few,
I
very
think
few.
our industry is small.
yeah.
It's very small. Very,
Yeah.
very small. It's not like the entertainment space.
Yeah.
Do you
Music.
think it's to do with the consumer in South Africa? Are we not geared towards consuming content, or do you just think it's untapped, or do you think it's actually access to internet to watch videos?
No, I think the access to internet is there. You know, more people than we'd like to believe have access to internet now.
Yeah.
You see these big cellular businesses. They are now working to get internet in like far areas. You know, they're really working hard. You know, people are currently switching over to fiber. So many more people are switching over to fiber. So I don't think it's internet, but I think it's an untapped market. We've tapped into it a little bit, but you know, like I said, the pie is really big. You mentioned
Yeah, yeah.
69 million people in South Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, what, 82,000, 69 million? I mean, we're not even at 1%.
Yeah.
I wonder even if the YouTube algorithm is not pushing more like the offshore creators, because they know it's at a certain level or a certain standard where you almost downplay the South African creator a little bit.
Yeah, it can also, I think, be the case.
Where I almost want to say we need to bring the average level up.
Oh, yeah.
And then like you'll have some brilliant guys like you, but then there needs to be 5 more. Then they'll be like, okay, we can shift the audience there
Yeah.
because there's a number of like good content creators. It's not just like this one rose coming out of the field.
Exactly.
There's actually a lot more going on.
Yeah. I think lack of collaboration as well.
Yes.
When you look at other industries, they collaborate easily.
Yeah.
And they grow at a very fast rate. But with us, I think it's more confusion than collaboration. We're fighting amongst ourselves instead of,
And it's ego. It's again
it's
that
ego
ego
thing.
thing.
Yeah,
It's again that thing of like you need to have the ability to come and sit here and say, guys, like we also do a podcast, but help us. Like, what tips can you give us, and not be like struggling on our own.
Like the 8-hour thing with the sound.
The 8-hour thing, dude, I'll never forget it. My wife even said like, how are you guys trying? I'm like, I don't know, we're not sound guys.
Yeah.
We actually know nothing about this.
But we learn on the job, and I think that's the beauty about this thing. Jay calls it the University of YouTube. That's life right there. Anything you need right now, there's a tutorial. For real. So like we just really been heavily dependent on that. But
Do you get your ideas from there as well?
From YouTube ideas, nah.
Prophetic.
Prophetic.
Prophetic
Okay.
ideas.
That's actually the beauty is expressing like an idea. Like if you think about this set, somewhere along the line you guys sat down and had this idea and said, listen here, this is what we need to do, and then to see it come to life and then to play with the lighting, and that's I think the beauty of content creation is like we've also had ideas, and myself and Keegan would sit and Keegan would share the idea, and then to actually try and bring that idea to life. That's the enjoyable part of content creating. Like if you're just creating content to try and stay relevant, you're going to burn out. But if you're constantly trying to innovate, do like new ideas, do like different shots. Like I even watched the one podcast of you guys where you split the screen. And that's a beautiful edit. It's so immersive. Like, and that was something you guys talked about. For instance, saying like, instead of just having like the focus on the one guy, like let's bring it together. We saw it on the one reel as well.
Yeah.
Where the guys did a podcast and they actually put the guys next to each other, like us sitting here. And I said, that's so creative. Like it's split, but it looks like they're talking to one another. And again, it's that innovation and being creative.
Yeah. Yeah, no, perfect. Okay, so we gotta wrap it up quickly because this one's telling us to wrap it up.
Okay.
No, but thank you guys so much. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much, Keegan.
Nah, sharp, my
I
brother.
really do appreciate it. And thank you, MJ, as well. He's always like, I didn't thank me too.
MJ.
Oh, the boys.
But MJ, when you become president, Minister of
definitely.
Defense.
Our vote, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I have the Ministry of Defense set up
I'll
already.
be defense, you'll be offense.
That's a good one. So there's a new portfolio now I need to introduce. Yeah, but thank you so much for coming in, guys. I think as well we need to go that side.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no,
please.
100%,
Podcast,
100%.
that would be lovely.
How far is it from Durban?
Other side.
It's other
Yeah.
side.
Other
Okay.
side.
Okay,
But Cape
no,
Town
it's
is
It's
7 hours.
700 guys, yeah.
so it's like in the center there between
yeah.
Durban and for some odd reason I thought, but I'm mixing it up with another place. I know I always do this. No, but guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Industry Chats podcast with 2G's trading right here, and we out.
Cheers, guys.